So a few weeks ago, Instagram and Facebook came out with their own new social media app similar to Twitter called Threads. And for probably maybe maximum 2 days, that app was popping off. That app was absolutely like, everyone was talking about how it was going to take over Twitter, how Twitter was dying, and that Threads is going to be the new thing. And then after a few days, that just seemed to not be true. And then Twitter was back on top. And it just seemed like it was going to stay like that. It just seemed like Twitter, it was going to be like, you know, how it always is in terms of like that kind of social media where it comes to putting out just like, you know, little random posts and tweets or threads. You know, it seemed that Twitter was going to hold that crown. But now it just like, it just seems like they're self-sabotaging themselves. And it's all just Elon Musk's fault. Honestly, so if you don't know, Elon Musk purchased Twitter with, I think it was it this year? I can't remember if it was this year or last year. But he recently purchased Twitter. He hasn't had it for all that long. Yeah, and if you know the whole debacle, like him getting Twitter in the first place took a long fucking time for him to obtain it anyways. I think it took like almost all of last year for him just to try and obtain Twitter in the first place. And then when he finally obtained it, you know, everyone thought that it was going to be the end of the app. Everyone thought it was going to be the end, but then so far everything seemed to be fine, except for the whole verified bit where, like, you know, people actually have to pay for their verification, and a lot of people got their verified ticks taken off them. I mean, there were some people who had it for no reason in the first place, but, you know, then there was other people who deserved it, and it actually got taken off them. But now he's just taken an extra step further and completely changed the whole logo of Twitter. He's just gotten rid of the bird, which is been in Twitter ever since it came out. When Twitter was first released, the bird icon was Twitter. That's the mascot for Twitter. And now he's gotten rid of it and replaced it with an X. Like, why? Like, it just doesn't make sense to change it. Like, yeah, it was acquired by a company called X Corp, but that doesn't mean you need to change the Twitter logo to an X. Like, what is the reason for that? Incredibly confused of why he's rebranding Twitter with an X for. It just doesn't make sense. And then obviously he's come out and he's tweeted about, you know, why, at least his reasons for why he's changed it to an X. So here on his tweet, and I'll put it up on the screen now so you can see it as well. Twitter was acquired by X Corp to ensure freedom of speech as an accelerant for X, which, you know what, that's fair as freedom for speech and all that kind of stuff. It's absolutely fine. But then this is the reason I think is the reason why. He said, the Twitter name made sense when it was just 140 character messages going back and forth, like birds tweeting. But now you can post almost anything, including several hours of video. In the months to come, we will add comprehensive communications and the ability to conduct your entire financial world. The Twitter name does not make sense in that context, so we must bid adieu to the bird. What I'm getting from that is that he's also just going to change the name Twitter. In time to come, Twitter's not going to be Twitter anymore. It's going to be fucking X Factor. Well, it would be X Factor, but you know, the fucking music TV show has already got that. So, I reckon he's going to change the name soon. Which, you know what, it just doesn't make sense. Like, even Facebook, Facebook has changed so much since it came out. Facebook back in the day was literally just for how you could communicate with your friends. You know, that was it. That's all it was. It was literally just a social media website. It was like MySpace, but like, it was the evolution of MySpace. That's all it was. But then Facebook has grown so much. Like, if you go on Facebook, there's so much you can do. There's Facebook Marketplace. There's, you can create your own, obviously, your own Facebook page, and you can do exceptional amount with that. And then there's also been Facebook Gaming. Facebook's got blood donations, Climate Science Center. They've got, yeah, obviously Facebook events, which have been around for a long time. There's Messenger, there's MetaQuest, Pages, Play Games, Rebrands, Stories. I'm just looking on mine at least. Crisis Response, fundraisers, yeah, gaming. It's got fuckloads. Like, Facebook has got so much more than it originally had, but it's kept the same name and the same branding. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just because something's evolving doesn't mean you have to fucking change it. Like, what is the point in changing the logo and then going ahead and changing the name? It just seems like Elon Musk just, like, came in one day and was just like, I don't like it because it's not mine. I didn't create this logo. And then what he did was that he just flopped his big fucking huge dick straight on the fucking desk and was just like, we're changing the logo today. And someone in the back was just like, Elon, I don't think that's a good idea. And he just whipped it and just whipped his cock like right across the desk, like a fucking whip, just straight across the face, and just said, I don't give a fuck what you think. We're changing it to an X. And someone else said, an X? But sir, it's called Twitter. Like, does that mean we're going to have to change the name, or could we just keep it to a burb? And he just whacked him with his dick too. And he said, I said we're changing it to an X. I don't give a fuck what it means. I don't give a fuck that it's still called Twitter. We're changing it to an X. And then he just simultaneously whipped all of them with his big cock around the table. And then he just walked out. And before he walked out, he slammed the new logo on the wall. As he walked out, he was just like, that's what it is. And he just walked out while he's dragging his big dick right behind him. So that's to me, that's how I think it went down. You can obviously give your opinion in the comments about how you think the meeting went down, of when they were going to change the logo, of how they changed the logo. But to me, that's how they did it. I think it's fucking stupid. I don't see any point in it. Like I said, Facebook's evolved so much since it originally came out, but they've kept the same name and the same branding. Why can't Twitter do the same thing? Like, yeah, it was originally made just for, like, small little tweets, like a bird tweeting, you know, 140 characters max. And now you can, like, post so much. That's fine. Doesn't mean you have to fucking change the whole entire branding. And it looks shit. It does. It doesn't look good. It looks like I'm on some corporate business website, not some fun website that we all love and just tweet out random stupid shit. Yeah, that's the core of it. Like Facebook. The core of Facebook is to connect with friends, message friends. I only use Facebook these days for Facebook Marketplace to sell some stuff, or because me and the boys have a messenger, and that's it. But that's its core. Its core is to connect with friends, and the core of Twitter is just to tweet out stuff. That's the core. And it doesn't mean you have to rebrand the whole entire fucking thing. But that's just me. That's my opinion. And you know what? No matter how much I rant about it, no matter how much someone else rants about it, Elon Musk isn't going to give a fuck, because he's going to be dragging around his fucking billions of dollars massive cock. So that's it. That's it from me. Let me know what you think about this. I think it's kind of dumb and pointless, to be honest, but who am I? I'm just some random dude on the internet. Peace out.